Nowadays, if a marriage goes wrong, you hire a lawyer, you sign some papers, you split your assets. But in medieval Germany, the law demanded something much more brutal. If a couple had a dispute that the court couldn't resolve, the judge ordered a trial by combat, to the death. But to balance things between the sexes, the law dictated an absolutely bizarre rule. The husband had to fight from inside a hole, armed only with a wooden club. Meanwhile, the wife, free on the surface, tried to smash his skull with a heavy rock. Welcome to Crimes of the Past, where history isn't made of heroes, but of insane rules that textbooks decided to erase. And today's case comes straight from the most bizarre combat manual of 1459. Everything we know about this comes from the German fencing master Hans Talhofer. He made a living training people for judicial duels. And yes, that included training couples who wanted to legally kill each other. Medieval justice believed that God would grant victory to whoever was telling the truth. But since a man is generally physically stronger, the court's rules tried to create an insane level of equality. Rule number 1, the man was placed in a freshly dug hole, waist deep. Rule number 2, his left hand was tied behind his back or strapped to his body. He fought only with his right hand holding a wooden club. Rule number 3, the woman could move freely around the hole. Her weapon, a rock weighing up to 5 pounds, tightly wrapped inside a long piece of cloth. But don't think the woman had the absolute advantage. The dynamic was a true game of cat and mouse. The wife's goal was to swing the rock like a lethal whip, trying to hit her husband's head or exhaust him. But the man had a tactic. If he could tangle the cloth around his club, he could pull his wife into the hole. And if she fell in there with him, the game turned into a close quarters nightmare. And the rules were strict. If the man in desperation touched the edge of the hole with his hand or arm, he was penalized. The third time he touched the edge, the judge confiscated his club, and he was left there, unarmed, waiting for the final blow. The court didn't accept ties. Someone had to lose, and the loser didn't just lose the house or custody of the kids. They lost their life. If the husband lost the combat, he was pulled from the hole, taken to the public square, and beheaded. But what if the wife lost? Medieval law was equally merciless. She was buried alive or drowned in the nearest river. Justice had been served. The duel in the hole is the ultimate proof that the laws of the past were far more lethal than the criminals they tried to judge. Next time you complain about bureaucracy, remember the man in the hole.